All right, so we're trying to show that DE is actually 1/2 of OC. There you go. Okay, so first, did you know that you can draw on one note? Yeah, but uh-huh, but it will automatically like save it on my my folder. And when I copy it to a new period, um yeah, when I copy it to a new period, I'm also copying the answers. But if I write on my own tab, I can clear the ink. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Okay, so let's find DE. Okay, all right. So to find DE, okay, do you guys remember the coordinates that we have over here? Did you write them down last time? It was Q plus P, comma R. Remember what they were from last time? Did you write it down? If you didn't write it down, maybe you need to write it down like now. Okay, then this is Q R. Thank you, Tessa. Okay, so now that we have their coordinates, let's find DE. So to find DE, you can use the distance formula, right? But if you use the distance formula, this will just become R minus R. You get what I mean? So R minus R will just become 0, right? Okay, so this will be actually Q plus P minus Q squared plus R minus R squared. Okay, so DE is, if you do Q minus Q, that's 0, right? R minus R, that's 0. So you'll be left with P. So in the chat, can you tell me what the square root of P squared will be? And what's the final answer here? So when you think about that, this is P. P squared is, P squared, P times P, right? And then you get the square root of that. So what's the final answer? In the chat box, please. Anybody? So what's the square root of P squared? Maybe if I write it like this, you will see it clearly. Right? We canceled all those stuff. P, very good, Linnea. Yes, honey. You doubted yourself at one point, huh? Come on, whatever comes to your mind, even if you're not sure, just type it in the chat. Okay, so this is DE. Now we need to find OC. OC. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again, right? It's okay, like when I make a mistake, I make a mistake, right? And you forgive me for that. So same thing with you guys. At least you're trying. Okay. So, um, do you, Jeremiah? Okay. So let's do OC here. We subtract the coordinates. So 2p minus 0 squared plus, and subtracting the y coordinates, 0 minus 0 squared. Okay. So 2p minus 0 will just become 2p, right? And then this one will just cancel. So we have square root of 2 squared is 4. Then p squared is p squared. So can you tell me what the square root of 4p squared is? Don't doubt yourself. Just type it in the chat box. Whatever comes to your mind. If it's wrong, I'll say, let's try again. 2p! Yay! Okay. Yep. Alright, so if OC is 2p and DE is p, were we able to show this? Were we able to show that DE is actually half of OC? What do you think? Yes, right? P is half of 2p. That's great, you guys. Okay, so that's one way of proving. You call this one, by the way, coordinate proof. Okay, so we had two column proof, like the statements and reasons. Now, for some problems, you can also do coordinate proof. Okay, all right, so that's what I owed you from last time. So either take a screenshot of that, or I'm screencasting this so you can go back to it later on. Okay, I'm going to erase if you're done screenshotting it. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our new lesson for the week, and it's in week 4 already. Week 4! Did you know that the grades are opening this week? Yep. Okay, and every grading period will end Wednesday the following week. Okay, so let's do some quick review. When would the last day to turn in missing work? My cutoff is Friday, honey. So I can grade over the weekend. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Find the value of x that makes m parallel to n. Uh-huh. All right. So who would like to help me with number 1? What's your answer? Do you think all teachers will make it for Friday? Will make it for Friday? No. No. Were we supposed to fill out the triangle mid-segment questions on the bottom? You could do that for homework, honey. Yeah. So if it says optional, you don't have to do it. But if it doesn't say optional, I will check that when I check your OneNote notebook. And if you have any questions, you can tell me also, so I can go over it. I don't have this one in my OneNote. Really? Uh-oh. I thought I copied it. Oh yeah, I think it only copied the first one. My bad. Okay, I'll copy it now. Sorry. Wow. Really, Jeremiah? Next time you have a missing work, I'm gonna say, really? Really? I think you kind of forgot our conversation last semester, huh, Jeremiah? Mm-hmm. Mr. 4.0? Oh my god, I miss you guys. Yeah. And I feel bad for our ninth grade friends. I mean, our ninth graders. Like, I never had that chance to, like, bond with them as much as I did with you last year in the classroom. I know. But it's okay. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be back next, I don't know. I don't want to say next month, but yeah. Okay. Alright. It should be there already. Okay, let me know if you have it already. Hopefully. Yay! Thanks for letting me know, Nico. Alright. So, number 1, find the value of x that makes m parallel to n. Alright. And in case you've forgotten, I have this, like, some guide questions on the side so we can review. So, two lines are parallel if, there you go. Can I just put IFF for if and only if? So, corresponding angles are congruent, right? But in number 1, I think you're using alternate exterior, right? Are congruent. Can they just type shortcuts like that so we don't have to type the whole thing? Alternate interior must be congruent. What did I miss? Same side interior equals 180. Okay, is that cool? So we don't have to type the whole thing. All right. Okay, so what's your answer to number one? And I'm sorry if I don't see some. If it's a DM, I think it doesn't show on the other device. Okay. Number one, what's your answer? 110. Very good, Rihanna. Yep. So they're alternate exterior angles, right? Thank you. Next, number two. Number two. Number two. What do you guys think? And if you find me too slow, you have everything right here. So just proceed. So let me slow you down. So these are corresponding angles, right? So that means you have to solve for x by making them equal to each other. Can you take it from there? So what is x equal to? What is x equal to? Get the x by itself. Did I freeze? Okay. Okay, this shouldn't take long. 28! Very good, Rocky. Alright, good job. Were you also like doubting your answer? Okay, next one. These are seam, side, interior angles. So, how do you get started? It says seam, side, interior must be supplementary. So we have to add them up, right? Okay, and whatever the answer is, you have to make that equal to 180. I should have lined them up properly, huh? My bad. This sound might confuse you. So I'm going to put the 86 right here. Alright, so add them up and make it equal to 180. That will become 11x plus, uh, that's 12, 10, 202, if I added correctly. So from there, you can get the x. Mhm. And if you get a negative, it doesn't mean it's wrong because you have to plug it in anyway, right? Okay, that's cool. So that's going to become x equals negative 2. And you might think, whoa, it could be wrong. No, that's fine. You still have to plug in the x. So that just means this will be taken away because it's negative. That's awesome, you guys. Okay, so I hope it kind of helped us review a little bit about parallel lines. Okay, I don't know if there will be assessment this year or not, but I don't want to shortchange you by still giving you those interleave review. Okay, because I don't want to like rush everything when later on we figure out, oh, we're gonna be tested. Okay, I'm gonna clear everything up. Okay. All right. So here starts our new lesson. We are going to compare angles and sides of triangles. We call this one inequalities in a triangle. Okay, so let's click on this Desmos exploration right here. Unlike in the past, when you have to create your own, these ones are pre-made for you. Okay, now we have to answer this question right here. Find the side length and measures of the triangle. So maybe I should like open this in the new thing. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so find the side length and angle measures of the triangle. So you're gonna list them down. How do I make them side by side again? Okay, that will work. All right, so that means in your notebook, you have to find AB, AC, what's the last one? BC. Okay, you gotta find all of those in that order. Can we have like the same order? Okay. And then across it, there's a reason why we're lining them up. So please follow. We're going to find the angle across it. So what's the shortcut? The angle across is the letter in the triangle that's not here. So if AB is the side, the angle across is, find the missing letter. It's letter C. Angle across is B, right? And there is a reason why I want them to be lined up this way, and I'll show you in a little bit. Okay. All right. Go ahead and write those down. And how do you do that here? When you measure the angle, you gotta click on this one. Click on angle, measure, choose a point, one, um, one point, and another point, and another point. Okay? And then you gotta do it again. 1, 2, 3. Then do it again. 1, 2, 3. The thing that you're measuring, make sure you click on it second. It's hard when you have a lot on your table. Okay, so my mouse could barely move. Okay. And then we have to measure the sides, right? More tools, segment, oh, not midpoint. Okay. Oh, why am I doing that? Okay. I need to measure the side. Okay. So where do I measure the side here? Why is it not showing me? Can you help me? What did I do wrong? I'm trying to find the length of the side. Segment, point, okay. Measure angle.
And the length, you just have to press the sides.
Really? That's so cool. Okay, so like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But keep the thing out. So press the sides.
Side, this
Triangle.
this one?
Triangle. No, of the triangle.
Okay. And then label?
And then,
oh, length.
no, at measurements, it says at measurements.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Like, why did I think of that? Okay, it's different from the GeoGebra, huh? Okay, so Rihanna said you click on the side and then go to measurement and then you click on add label. Thanks, Rihanna. All right, so here we go. And then add label. And then there you go. And then add label. All right. Okay. No, that's a legit I didn't know. Yeah, that's legit. I didn't know that. Like I was like, I thought like I could find it in the segment one. Okay. All right. So where were we? We have to copy this here. So AB is 5.02. AC is 7.65. Then BC is 737. Okay. Then angle C is 39. B is 74. And A is 67. Okay. All right. So that's number one. Now for number two, order the side lengths and order the angle measures. What do you observe? Okay, before you do that, look at the pattern. What is your longest side? So if we use my example, my longest side is 765. So if I start with the longest here, the reason why I asked you to arrange them across each other is because the longest side is actually also across the largest angle. You guys see that pattern? So if I copy that, then I could just copy them like together. So that's my longest, and this is actually my largest angle. You guys see that? Okay, then what's the medium one? The medium one is 737. BC. There you go. So let's copy that. And that angle is also the medium sized angle, right? And last but not the least, the shortest is AB, and it turns out the angle across that is the smallest angle. Yeah? You guys see that? Okay, so then how are you going to answer this question over here? How are the sides related to the angles of a triangle? So how are you going to explain that? You could say the longest blank is across the largest blank, or you can say the shortest side is across the, then fill in the blank. Okay, so go ahead and write down a conclusion right here on the left-hand side. So when you're trying to review maybe for a test, you could just find all the summaries or the important concepts here on the left-hand side. And I gotta remind myself that I have to like erase these later. Because if I copy them to period 6, they got the answers already. Okay, so go ahead and write that down. Did I lose the chat? Okay, there you go. Alright, so when you finish, just read this one for me. I copied and pasted this from your textbook. So they're given names such as triangle longer side theorem and triangle larger angle theorem. But basically, it just means the longest side is across the largest angle and the shortest side is across the smallest angle and vice versa. So that pretty much is what this means. So I would like you to, write these down in your own way, in a simpler way you can remember faster over here. Okay, so type your answer right here. All right. And then when you're done, we're going to do another exploration. Okay. This time, oh, sorry. I'll give you some time first. Okay, so when you're done, let's open another exploration. So this time, we are going to, will this save it? Are you guys logged into Desmos? Maybe you can save that one so in case you need it later on, you know. Okay, you can also copy the link and paste the link to your OneNote if you want to. What are we supposed to write? We're writing down the answer like here. How are the sides related to the angles of a triangle? In other words, we're just writing like a shorter version of these two theorems that we discovered. Let me put my phone to silent mode. Okay. Yeah, to explain what we discovered here. The longest side is located across which angle? The shortest side is located across which angle? Okay? So just explain that in your own words. Yeah, right here. Okay. So when you're done, save your decimal so we can open another one. To save it, okay, I already saved this one last night, so I just click on save. You have to maybe like save, you have to rename it maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You have to, or you can follow the same thing that I use. Yeah. Just make sure you log in over here. Okay. All right. So now let's click on our next Desmos activity. How is this different from the first one? This time we are going to determine how the sides are related. So earlier it's a relationship between the sides and the angles across them. In the next exploration, I want to open this in the new tab so I can show them side by side. In this next exploration, we have to compare just the three sides. Just the three sides. And just like what Rihanna taught us earlier, we're going to measure the side length. So click on the side, add label, click on the side, add label. Ooh, that was pretty close. Add label. Okay. I'm trying to like make them whole numbers, but I can't. Okay. Well, that's okay. All right. So here we go. For this exploration, you need to find the side lengths, which we have already done, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to compare each side length with the sum of the two other sides. Okay, compare each side length with the sum of any two other sides. For example, so we know here that AB is equal to 361. BC is equal to 4.5. What did I miss? AC is equal to 5.1. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to add any two. Add any two. So for example, I'll go in order so we don't get lost. I'll start with the first and the second. So if I add them, 3.61 plus 4.5, how much is that? So go ahead and add your values as well, right? 4.06 for mine. So go ahead and add your values. Yours is 8.11. Okay, so mine is 8.11. And then if your values are different, you have to add them up as well. Okay, so if I get that, I'm gonna compare that with the third side that I didn't add. So what side did I not add? I did not add the 5.1. And take note that this is greater than 5.11, right? And then I'm gonna add another one. This time I'm gonna skip the middle. I'm gonna add 361 plus 5.1. It's 8.71, right? And then I'm gonna compare that with the side that I didn't add, which is 4.5. So that's greater than 4.5 again. Okay? Then, ooh, one last. So I did the first two, I did the first and the last, so now I gotta do the last two. So 4.5 plus 5.1 equals, that's greater than, what did I not add? What did I, okay, I'm getting confused now. So I added this and this, I skipped the first, so 3 point, okay. All right, so let me double check. I added the first two, and then I did the first and the last, and then I did the middle two. Yeah, I did not skip any, right? Okay, good. Okay, so what do we notice here? If you notice, when you add any two sides, okay, when you add any two sides, it's actually always bigger than the third side. Uh-huh. So 8.11 is always greater than the side you didn't add. 871 is always greater than the side you didn't add. 96 is always greater than the side you didn't add. Okay, so just be careful that you take every possible combination. Okay, that's why earlier I had to like stop myself when I did the first two, I did the second, so make sure you do every possible combination. So, yeah, so Now you're going to write the conclusion over here. So how are any two sides of a triangle related to the third side? Okay, so how are you going to answer that? So if you add any two sides, right, not just the first two, not just the last two, but if you add any two sides, the sum is what? Is it always greater than or less than the remaining side? So go ahead and answer that question in your own words. Okay, so it will be easier for you to remember. Greater than, very good. So go ahead and write it down over here. Okay. So if we were in the classroom, I would actually make you, get three random paper paper strips and figure out if they can form a triangle or not. But I'm sorry, this is the best way we could do it online. So I look for Desmos activity. Um, yeah, so we can figure out or discover about this theorem. Okay, so again, I want to emphasize it's going to be any two sides. If you can find a pair that doesn't work that way, then you know they don't form a triangle. So like earlier, I was like making sure that, wait, did I add the first two? Did I add this? And so on. So if you skip one possible combination, then that may be inconclusive. You have to make sure you try every pair. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so this is the triangle inequality theorem. That's how it is stated in our textbook. But of course, I want you to like write it or explain it in your own way. If you add any two sides, the sum is always greater than the remaining sides. So now try these out. Do these form a triangle or not? Do these three numbers form a triangle or not? Okay. Oh, did I save this? Maybe not. Wait, let me see again. What? I was logged in earlier. Oh, I was logged in Google Chrome, but not in Firefox. Never mind. I'll fix you later. Use page. Okay. So now, yes and no. So yes for the first, no for the second. What about the others, you guys? So one yes, one no. What about the others? Maybe I'll stop when I have like at least 5 tally marks. What do you guys think? Yes and no too. Okay. Could you please show an example on how to do this? I will. Yeah. Just make a guess for now though. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can be wrong if you guess both. So you're guessing yes for both? But just guess right now. Just, you know, just look at the numbers. Make a guess. What do you think? Guessing no for both. Dom, you're guessing yes for both? No for one. Yes for two? Okay. One last. One last. One last guess. I just remembered I have a parent conference today for my third graders. Yes for both. So this is how it feels when your parents have a parent conference, huh? I feel nervous. I don't want to be told, your child is not doing her homework. Okay, here we go. So, now let's do this. So 4, 9, 10. So remember what I was trying to like, you know, um, check earlier? I was making sure that I was adding every single pair. And I had to stop every now and then and say, wait, did I do the first two? Did I do the last two? Because I have to do that also when I have three numbers. So let's try. Let's say I add the first two. 4 plus 9 is 13. Is that greater than 10? Yes. I have to get three yeses. So I have to do it again. 4 plus 10 is 14. Is that greater than 9? Yes. Okay. So now I have to do, what pair have I not done? 1, 2. Okay, gotta do this. 9 plus 10 is 19. Is that greater than the remaining number? Yes. So these three numbers form a triangle. Alright? So that's for number 1. So before we answer number 2, I got 2 yeses for number 2 and 3 no's. Can you like try it? So you add any pair and make sure the sum is greater than extra credit, whoever we. Okay, so, okay. Alright, so Rihanna said 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. Okay, and I said 1 ruins it for all. 1 ruins it for all. Yeah. Uh huh. So that means the second one do not form a triangle. So this is not a triangle. And this is a triangle. Okay? Alright. Alright, next one. So if you answered no for the second one, you win. Okay, last one. Excuse me, last one. A triangle has one side of length 14 and another side of length 9. Describe the possible length of the third side. Hmm. Okay, how do we do that? Anything greater than 23? Anything greater than 23. So, meaning, if let's say the third side is x, if I call that x, you're guessing x should be greater than 23. Any other answer? Any other answer? What about 6? If x is 6, would it work? 6? So 6 could also work, right? Okay, so how do we do it so we're not guessing? Well, remember what we were doing earlier? We have, what are the numbers again? 14 and then 9. We're going to call the last one x. So, yeah, we can solve it. Remember the rainbow thing I was very, very careful about? Okay, so if I add them, 14 plus 9 is 23, right? So 23 has to be greater than x. So Linnea was right. X is less than, or this is x is less than 23. Okay, I would say partially right because that's not the only possible combination. We're going to make another rainbow. If I add these two, it means 14 plus x has to be greater than 9. So what does that mean? What is x greater than? Because remember, you add any two, it has to be greater than the other side. So you take away 9 minus 14, what do you get? Negative? Negative 5, right? 9 minus 14 is negative 5. Now we need to make another rainbow. What have I not added? The first two, first and last. Okay, this two. So 9 plus x has to be greater than the remaining side, which is 14. Or x is greater than 14 minus 9 is 5. Okay, so how do you arrange all of these all together? If you look at the number line, maybe you're wondering, Liz, I gotta do all that for that one problem? Okay, so this is -5, this is +5, and this is, I'll just put 23 right there. So greater than -5 goes right there. Greater than 5 goes right here. Remember this from algebra 1? And then less than 23 is open circle, goes right there. So where do you see all three lines crossing each other? Or where do you see all three lines? It goes from here to there, right? So that is x is between what? This is 5 and 23. Right? Now, can you find a shortcut? Can you find a shortcut without doing all that? Find a shortcut without doing all of that graphing thing and inequality. Can you find a shortcut? Come on now. Yep. Perfect. You got it. Yeah. So you add them up, 23. That's the upper limit, right? You subtract them or you get the difference. That's 5. That's the lower limit. So if I have 6 and 14, can you tell me what x could be? Can you tell me what x could be if I have 6 and 14 for the first two sides using the shortcut? Anybody? What's the lower limit? From 8 to? That's awesome, Linnea. So you can pick any number. You can start with 8.0001. It's not a solid inequality though. So you cannot pick 8. You cannot pick 20. So it has to be like after 8 and before 20. That's cool. Okay. Alright, so now let's practice what we just learned here. Okay, so let's do this. And if you want to see the answer, you know where to find them, right? Okay? Okay, so order the angles in each triangle from small to large. So just list down the letters from smallest to largest. Okay. In the chat, can you help me? Start from small. What's the smallest angle? How do you find it? Remember, the smallest angle is across the shortest side. So find the shortest side, go across it. So what's the first letter? Smallest is, come on, and then you're trying to find the answers now, huh? Hi, Ben. Yeah, the shortest is LK, Ben, but like you have to give me the angle because it says the angle. So you have to find the letter that's not on the side. So what's the one across it, Ben? What's the angle across, Ben? J. Very good. So J is the smallest, right? What's after J? What's the medium one? And then K. Very good. So J and then K. So what's the longest one? Well, we got no choice but L, right? Okay, cool. Next one. Next one. Oh, Ben, before I forget, did you like write your name on the thing? See? Where are you? Oh, you did. Okay, my bad. Okay. So, next one. What's the smallest angle? What's the smallest angle? L followed by M. Very good, William. William, did you sign in the thing? And then largest would be K. Did you sign in? I think you. Oh yeah, you did. Okay. Next. Ooh. Find or order again from small to large, but now the triangle is not given to you. Okay, remember what's the shortcut? The missing letter is the one across it. Okay? So what's the longest side? RP. So what's the missing angle? The letter missing, okay, Q. So start with Q, that's the smallest. What's after Q? Oh, wait. Are we starting from smallest to largest? My bad. Then I started from the largest. Sorry. Okay. So smallest is 13, so the one across it is P. Yeah. And then the medium is 15, so the missing letter is R. That's across it. Then the largest is 25, the missing letter is Q. Alright. Next, 14. So smallest is 9, so V. Medium is 14. What's the missing letter? Very good, Lilian. U. And then longest is 17. So the missing letter is. This is confusing my eyes. I'm sorry. So, okay, the last one will be. So U, V, then the missing letter is T. Yeah? Okay. Alright. How do you find this lesson? Easy, easy. Okay. Alright, let's go down. Okay, this one you have to name the largest and the smallest angle. Largest and smallest. So I will probably like put a letter A here and put a letter B here. So when you type in your answer, you know that your first answer is the largest and the second answer is the smallest. You know? CB, according to Jeremiah, largest is C, smallest is B. Okay. You guys agree? Yeah, because C is across the longest side and B is across the shortest side. Okay, and then you're gonna just okay, agree. Okay, just keep doing that, right? Let me see if there's another type that I will. Okay, same banana. Same thing. Okay. Wait. Okay. So let me go to the now this one has to go right here. Okay. If you want to give it a try, try it. It's interesting. Yeah. But you're not required to do so. Cause yeah, I don't know. Like whenever you like move it down. Yeah. Okay. But this is the optional part. Okay. No thanks, Jeremiah. Okay. All right. Did you guys have any questions for today? So your homework basically is just you know, finish this worksheet right here. And you can check if your answers are right. Sure. What's your question? Go ahead. 8, 8, 8, 8. Where's 8? Okay. All right. So that means it's an isosceles triangle. So that means you could pick either one. Mhm. You can also put both. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. All right. Before we go, could you please check on attendance? We're missing Johnny. We're missing Ava. Um, Josiah, did you log in late? No, no, no. I don't see any J Lopez. Brian came in, right? I remember Brian came in. Okay. All right. I know, and I also found out yesterday. Even if you just log in for like 5 minutes, you're gonna be marked present. I'm like, what is going on to this world? You know? I don't know. It's just like teaching kids to be lazy. Yeah. So like when I put in the grades, I already revised my grade like OneNote, participation and attendance. So I can justify that. Oh, I did not give you full credit for week 2 because you only Zoom for like 10 minutes, right? I don't know. I mean, I understand that it's giving a lot of consideration for students, but I don't like the part when, you know, they're teaching kids to be lazy. Anyway, it's just me. But I know that you don't do that. That's why you have a 4.0. Wouldn't you be so proud if you got a 4.0 because you earned it hard, not easy? Come on, man. You can do that. And it's okay. It's okay. Well, alright, guys. So make sure that you continue doing your homework. I will see you all next meeting. Okay? Take care of yourself. Regards to your family. Bye, everyone. Bye, Ben. Bye, Shirley. Bye. Ano? Bisa mo na. Ha? Ay, i-enter ko pa yung attendance. I-ready mo na sila. Tapos na tayo.
I was almost done in my thing, this, and we finished this page because I had to make these. The last time I made them, I did them wrong. So I had to make them again. So,
Okay, get ready. We need to leave. Hurry up.
where are we going? Where are we?
Coming to school, and then we're gonna have a parent conference. Go, 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 go.
And then is that all?
Huh?
And then is that all?
Why? Do you want to go somewhere else?
No.
Hey, no. Bring your jacket. Hurry up.